Chapter 3, the level is called Rhyme. Once your friend Bourbon gets captured by enemies, you can grab the AK on his bag, but you don't really have to use this one because there is loads of other AKs around. But if you do, please make sure you get a kill with the gun, but not on this level, just because we need to get a morale point for beating this area without getting seen. So the first note is once you leave the vent, recommended to go to the left side and then go into the middle to the right. Now I found this pretty damn easy to get to the Bourbon. There isn't much details I need to talk about really. The only part here is this guy to the left can be a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, sorry. You can't kill no one, you can only knock him out as well. But luckily enough, that's the only person we're going to knock out.
What did you bring with you, bastard? Answer, suka, or I will shot you up!
So as you just noticed, once you get to the door, you will get the MP point or morale point. And the next diary or the next note is located just before you leave this area, so on the table. What I didn't know, I decided to make sure Bourbon was dead, and I got a negative morale for doing that. So don't shoot the body.
It's sad, but not unexpected finale for the likes of...
You'll get a bad point for doing that. So now once you go through that door, you will be located directly after that. And this level is called Ghost. Now I really like this level. It's not much combat involved, it's just a nicer walking simulator type level. But once you follow your next friend, he will tell you to listen to the pipes, but don't stay there for too long. You can if you want to, but as soon as you leave the pipe after you hear the voices, you'll get a positive morale. Also, a good thing to note as well, do not shoot any of the ghosts. Like, I found this out already, so I have to play for this whole chapter again. So don't shoot the ghosts, it gives you a bad morale as well. But anyway, once you go through the first train, as soon as you step up, you will find the first note of this level. Now, as you leave the train, you need to go to this upper platform because you cannot get in contact with the spirits. To be honest, I've never actually tried to get run over by the ghost train, so I don't know really what happens. But after the ghost train, if you just stay to the right, or keep looking to the right, sorry, as you're going forward, you will find a body containing a note. So this is just before we get to the, I think they're called defenders. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I think they're like defenders, and they're right in front of you. You can't really miss it. But it's just before this, that's where the note is. So this MP is pretty straightforward. All we need to do is listen to Khan and stay very close to him. Now once you've done that, just keep on following behind him, and he'll talk about that he was part of that group that died, and you should get an MP for that. And now the next thing we're going to find in this next area will be, there'll be a key in a safe, and we're going to find an MP point as well. So there's really not much to say here, just follow your friend Then once you get into the next room, there will be a mouse that makes Khan scared. But depending on how you play style it, if you go too far ahead, then you will skip that animation of being scared and start swearing. But before we go into the next door where we find the key in the safe, there will be an MP point just around the corner. So in this area here, you will hear some noises. To get the key, it's locked behind the door to the left here. As you just seen, the save is just in the same area. So to get the key, we need to activate this sequence where the watchman try to kill us. It's all part of the story, you can't really miss it. But as we kill them all, the door to the left is now opened. So grab the key inside and do a 180 to grab the safe.
Don't move.
So the next thing, once we find that this electric orb thing, just stay very close to Khan. Do not move a single foot. Stay still, and then you'll get another one. I think there's another one here as well, so just follow Khan again. Or Kane, whatever his name is. Just stay perfectly still once again, and you should get another point. Then he will get more anxious and say, let's keep moving. It's not safe here, blah blah blah. After that, you should get another one. So basically, all this is what we do. We're just following our friend around. Follow his instructions to the T, and you'll be fine. So now, after the onslaught of Watchmen, this will be the last part of the area now. So as you go through the train, just head directly straight, and you cannot miss this morale point if you just head straight now. And the final note is located just before we get on the next train cart, whatever we call it. It will be in the suitcase just to the left. Or left of the tracks, I should say. And that's it. Now we'll jump on the train and finish the level. Now the level called Cursed. This one's a very short level. But follow your friend and listen to the dialogue that happens right here. Just listen to every single bit of it. And eventually you will get a positive morale for this. Now note number 20 is not very hard to find, but you can easily mess yourself up. I messed myself up doing this. These watchmen will infinitely keep on spawning here, so you need to quickly go and grab the note and then set the explosives off. There's no point in wasting your ammo. Just grab the note and get the hell out of there. Also, another thing that I found out randomly. Don't shoot in this area, or else you get a bad morale for it. Just don't do it. Now the level called Armory, note 21. Once you get saved, and in the same room that a guy saved you, will be a note. So this is about the 4th time me doing this voiceover. I've actually finished the game now fully. So in the level called Church, you can actually get the Hell's Breath gun completely free. So if you want to save your money, then save it. If you really want to make sure you do get the kill, then feel free to buy it here, but I wouldn't recommend it because the Church will give you any gun that you want for completely free. I could be completely wrong, but my money didn't go down when I got the weapons. Also, you can do a level select if you do miss a specific gun. Fun facts. After the merchant, drop down to the hole where you need to go and you'll find note 22. So chapter 4, War. The first level of this chapter is called Frontline. And the achievement we're going to go for is called Invisible Man. We have to beat this level without killing a single person. But it's recommended anyway. Since we're doing survival mode, we may as well go through this whole level without getting seen, just to save on ammo so we don't have to waste money. So the first MP is located as soon as we get bumped off the train ride. We need to go where the train stopped. Making sure you turn this light off because you may get seen by the guys when you try and backtrack. So now stand here, listen to the conversation. It takes a while, about a minute or two, and then you'll get the morale point. Now let's backtrack now all the way to the very end. You will find 2 guards. There's one guard you can't kill or can't even knock him out because he's fully armored. But there's one guy here. If you do it quick enough though, you can grab him in this location. If not, then wait for him to walk back until it's safe enough to take him out. Now to the right here, you will find a box. In this box, you will find a morale point, and this will be a night vision inside. So I'm not a big fan of night vision, but it also helps during the video. I don't like the fact where if you're looking somewhere, you see a bright light in front of you. I wish it wasn't like that. It's annoying though. But anyway, once we go down the steps, you will find there's 2 people again that will talk to each other. So just stand around here until the dialogue is finished. Now for the next positive morale, we have to save a, I think he's a Nazi, or no, he's not a Nazi, sorry. He is the communist guy, the red people. So in this area here, you will get a checkpoint here, so this is the good thing. This could end one of 2 ways, badly or good. So since we can't kill no one, we have to knock them both out quickly. So this will be 50-50 if it actually works. So just keep reloading the checkpoint until you get a successful takedown from 2 people without no one seeing. Also, there is, I don't say it's a 50-50 chance here, but once you've finished listening to the people's dialogue in this area, so just head up halfway up the stairs. You don't actually need to look at the people, I'm just showing you where they are. So just stand about halfway up the steps, but don't go in the middle section. If you stand where I am, you'll be perfectly fine. If you go any more further up than that, you'll get seen by someone. So at this point, you may have a person that come down these stairs. On my playthrough, I didn't. But when I wasn't recording, I had a guard that come down here every time. He will come down and he'll see that red guy that's laying down and he'll shoot him or give you a negative. So be careful of that. So wait down the bottom for now, just for a little bit until if he doesn't arrive or not. Just stay around down the bottom. If he doesn't arrive, then good. If he arrives, then take him out before he sees the red guy. But once you have done that, or not, head up the stairs and take a left and go down this way, or down the train tracks. You can use the left side of the tunnel to climb up, and while crouching, of course. Take out the guy and there'll be a key inside this box. Making sure you turn off the power, that will turn off the electricity down below. We need to go down here for the safe and the next morale point. Making sure you wear your mask because it's toxic down here. There's nothing to worry about here, just find some stuff or find your ammo or whatever you want to find. Find a safe and an MP point. Now, once we got all the stuff we needed, we got the key, we done the safe, we got the morale point, and then now we're going to head back to where we saved that communist guy. Well, since we're doing the stealth way, we're going to go the secret way. So if you listen to the dialogue before he dies, he'll tell that the Nazis, there's a secret passage he's labelled up with arrows and stuff. So just follow the arrows, or if you know where you're going, just ignore them. But yeah, if you follow the arrows around, you can't go wrong. Okay, so at this point, you might get a checkpoint. As soon as you drop down, I'm going to show you a bit extra here. But to the right, there is a lot of items that we can pick up. So filters, ammos, all that stuff. I wasn't going to show it, but since it's quite a lot of ammo and stuff, I may as well show you. So there's loads of gas masks, loads of ammo. Well, I say loads, but enough ammo to keep you going. And there's the filters, all that good stuff. But anyway, moving on. So going back now to where we dropped down into this place. We want to go towards our first trap or first tripwire. You can avoid all these tripwires if you want to, but this is just reference. So this is the first of 4 tripwires. So just before we disable the first one, look to the right, you'll find a hand that's holding some ammo or some money. So if you really don't want to go through this area, just jump on top of the piles of rubble and just you avoid every single bit of trap. To be honest, there's only 4 traps we have to disable, but I just couldn't be asked. But now go the only way you can, depending which way you're going. If you're doing the guns blazing route, you'll probably be upstairs still in the train tracks. But if you're doing the secret way, then you'll be down here. But as soon as you come up, you will find a guy taking hostages again. Just knock him out, don't kill him, and you'll get a positive morale as soon as you knock him out. Now interact with the box. For some reason you get a positive here, not sure why. Recommended, do not turn the power off. Just don't do it. I had a bad time doing that. So be careful, there will be a patrolling guard from the very back area going right and left. And also there will be another patrolling guard, but hopefully he won't be too far forward at this time. Just go down into the gully. I don't really know what it's called, to be honest. The sewers. And just avoid the guard. Just stay crouched and move forward. Right, here comes the fun bit. Turn this light off. And then once you see a bright light, I'm making sure though that this moves before I run away. So once the train comes towards you, quickly go and hide. Making sure you crouch, wait for the train to go past, and then quickly run back up the train tracks. Also, you should now notice that there's a guy walking towards you. Purposely get seen briefly. Don't get seen to get shot, just get someone can see you briefly and then you go away. This will make this guy turn around immediately, turn around. Because if you don't, then you'll have to wait for him to turn around, and then at that point the people will come back with that train and start blasting you. Now go through the top way. So this is the train cart that we're going to find the Shambler. I wasn't really looking for the gun properly. I've just noticed this guy had the shotgun, so I might as well record it as well. So in the train cart there will be a single person patrolling. Be careful of the outside as well, but the main focus is the guy in the train cart. So this is the weapon we're going to pick up. This is on the guy itself. And also be careful of the outside people as well. Now once you take care of him, pick up the Shambler, trade it for a gun that you haven't killed someone with yet. So the shotgun I got rid of, and I'm keeping the Shambler for now. So in the very front of the train, you will find a key on the seat. I do apologise for the darkness. I don't like this night vision. I hate the bright light in front. The recording doesn't make it as bad as it is for me, but it's probably my settings over. Anyway, I just don't like it. It's so bright for no reason. And now to find the safe, go all the way to the back side of this train and you'll find the safe. And now here comes the fun part. For some reason, someone or somebody got found, or a body been found, and everyone was aggro. But since the achievement states the alarm doesn't matter about the alarm, so we're still good. And these people in this area don't know none the wiser. But the only issue I'd say, not really an issue, but since the alarm has been raised, this guy will turn around straight away. Before, he didn't do this. The reason why I went behind him and quickly got to cover. Because before he didn't do this. Alright, let's go pick the next note up. In this area you will find 2 guards. Once again, one guard is all kitted out with heavy gear that we can't take out. But this note is located on the far left hand side, so the top left of this area. Or front left, I should say. And there we go, there's the note. And now once you reach the end of the level, you will get a morale point and you will get your Invisible Man achievement. There we go, there's the morale point. Next level. And now once you and Pavel have gone into the trolley and done all the necessary stuff, this is the new area that you'll come to. Pavel will go to the right. Just go for the door to the left. You will find a key and safe in the same area. The key is right next to you as well. This is the next gun we're going to pick up. We don't have to buy it in store. We get another 120 as well. I'm not a huge fan of this gun, but luckily enough, well, conveniently, the game gives you the gun to get the achievement quite easily. I'm not sure if they planned it out that way, but this is the next gun I'm going to use to kill someone with. In the same area, now leave the door. Now go through the doorway that Pavel went through. In this room, you'll find the next note on the lockers. Or the cabinet, sorry. Now the next level. The first achievement we're going to get, and with our gun conveniently has a scope on it. You can use any gun that is silent, no loud guns allowed. You will find a single person in the tracks that will start running away. If he reaches the metro to alert the other guards, you won't get the achievement. If you kill him beforehand, you will get the achievement raider. Now after the train crashes, you will find there's a massive train in front of you. You can't really miss it. Avoid going through the pipes for now because you will end the level. So on the train, at the very, very far front of the train, once you go in the back end, you will find your note. Also in this area, if you want to, you can change, if you've done any more kills, change your weapon out for something else. This gun I really liked. I like the revolver. But I don't like the scope on it. I don't normally show these achievements, and I won't show the achievements. I'm just going to say I can give you advice now. On this level, there are plenty of watchmen that you can kill. So if you want to grind out any specific weapon achievements, this is probably the best place to do it.
I have a critical mission for you.
But there is more later on that you can do it if you haven't got the specific weapon you want.
Broadcast the emergency message I have prepared.
After you have defeated all the watchmen, speak to the guy that is almost dead. He will give you a cassette player that will give you a positive morale. Now the next thing we're going to grab is that note directly on that bed. Ooh, that was difficult, wasn't it? Right, so this next area, we're going to find the key, and in this area as well, there'll be some lurkers. Be careful if you drop down these holes. If you do drop down, it'll be instant death. In this area, there are many lurkers, so feel free to grind out the Fire in the Hole achievement now. But of course, you can grind it out where I told you in the first video. If you haven't grinded it out, now is the best time to do it. So the key is located in the office once you go through the first lurker area, just to the right. This one's not really hard to find. But yeah, just be careful of them lurkers, they're a pain in the ass. So that now we're going to find the safe, and the next gun is the Helsing. We've already found it in the Dead City, but just in case you haven't killed someone, here it is again. So once you leave the door, Go through the next area and go left up the steps. You'll find the safe here and the Helsing gun right here. I'm pretty sure I killed someone with this gun, but I purposely killed someone again just to be sure. Now note number 27. So this next note is pretty easy to find. So just before you leave the area completely, so once you go through this next bit of section and you go through the next door to your left, you will find that there's a train here that has been turned into a house. So on the top level of the train you will find the note 27. So this is just before you leave to go on further on. Also, there is many other lurkers, so if you haven't got the achievement for lurkers, don't worry, there are plenty more to come. But I'm still recommended to kill them now, just get over and done with. So now, after you have found the little boy, in this exact same room, you will find the note. Now the next key and safe. So like I said, there's plenty of lurkers around. So there is the safe. Now the note is located down in the sewers. For anyone who's wondering, this part of the game where we hold the kid, it will act like your aiming is a bit off, because it is. It turns on like a mouse moving setting, so it's not as quick moving, it's more of like a sluggish move. Don't worry, this will go away once you drop the kid off. So once you have saved the kid, gave him back to his mummy, the mother will give you some ammo. I believe it's money, but just refuse it and you will get the next morale point. And also the last note for this level, I believe it is, unless I'm gone too far ahead of myself, it's located in the, this is like the next sanctuary area, so we can buy some stuff if we need to, but on the back of the trolley you'll find the note. I can't turn my flashlight on for some reason. You have to have it on before you come here. I couldn't turn it on. And now the outpost. Note 30. As soon as we start, there will be many people directly in front of you. Now just stay to the right and climb the ladder. You will find this note on some boxes once we climb up. Eventually, once you reach the top to the surface, there will be a big building that we need to infiltrate. On the left side, there will be a hole that's been knocked down. Go through this hole in the wall, and then we want to climb the construction site vehicles. So this will be the digger. Then using that digger's hydraulics that is putting his booms up in the sky, climb to the very top of the building. Now once we reach the top, there will be a radio thing with a cassette that we can put in for the DJ RTO. And also you get an MP for it as well, and an achievement. So now the key is located in the same place, so where the demon was eating the body, because I scared it away, there will be a key right there in his hands. Also in this same place, we're going to drop down now. So that's the body. Drop down into this hole and be very careful, there are many traps laying around. And in the building to the left, or the doorway, sorry, there will be a note located on the table. So now since we've got the key, we're now going to find the safe. So this is located just before we leave the building completely. So this is the exit of the building. Before we carry on, there will be in the very back in someone's office, you will find a safe on the table, or sorry, the floor. Welcome to the Black Station. Once the level starts, you will find your friend that kills a German here, and he will give you a weapon. At this point, do not shoot any loud bullets when he's talking to you. He will just run away and you'll get a negative morale. Now in this next area, the first two guards you see, if you listen to their conversation, you need to do this and the note together. So once they're talking, making sure you go quiet, enter the doorway and go left and grab the note, then get the hell out of there. Now just stand around nearby and you will get the morale point for the conversation. So in this area, or this level, sorry, I must say, you need to beat this without killing no one. You can't knock anyone out. You can't raise the alarm. So you got to be a absolute ninja. I would recommend if you're playing this, turn the lights off, but since I'm recording it, I'm trying to show you as much as possible. So wait for the first guard to go across. It is recommended to stay right here and do not move. Because if you go around the corner, the guards will see you and then it will be a bad time. So as long as you get the conversation started, you just have to stand here and wait until you get the morale point. Now head back where we saw the guard walk across. Now eventually he will come back and walk across to the left to right this time. Now on to the next one. This next morale point is very close by. So in this area right now, if you just sit around and listen to the conversation once again, you'll get another point for this. So I'm not going to explain where I'm going. I'm just going to try to give you advice of what not to do, and something may happen or may not happen. This one was very iffy for me. So once you get here, you need to haul ass. You need to get your hell out of here. Move, move, move. As soon as you turn that generator off, turn and run, run, run. So in this area here, you need to hide, of course, because this guard here next to the train will look directly down this path. So, if you're still following where I'm going, it's a very dark place. I don't like the night vision because it blinds me. But I'm trying to use it as much as I can in dark places so you can see where I'm going. So once we get into this doorway, or the next room, we'll be underneath a lot of enemies. But if you go straight and then go right, and then you'll find a light that's flashing in the background. Also, the key is located once we go up the slope. Be careful of the guys around you, so don't just willy-nilly run up here. There'll be a key located on the side there. Then in the next room, you'll run into the safe. So once you find the drunk guy in this next area, he's right in the very back here. You can't miss him because we had to go past him. But just wait for him to put his head down and then you can proceed on further. Also, this area, I could have done this a bit faster, well, a lot faster. But I've done this so many times now, I didn't want to re-record this area again. Or the whole level, that is. So you should get a morale point somewhere around. I don't know why I did, but I've got one. So in this area, as soon as we enter, just go to the right. Ignore the boxes to the left, as I'm going right now. There's only really two people you need to worry about. There's a guard that patrols from where that box is all the way to the back end. And then there's another guard that is using a dartboard to throw knives on it. That's the only two guys we've got to worry about. To be honest though, all in all, it's not too difficult to get past these two. Because once he grabs the throwing knives, the other guard patrolling will come to your left side and go back. Now just go through the door quickly and find a spot to just hang out and wait for the long dialogue to finish to get your morale point. Now once you've done that, drop down into the manhole and carry on as normal. The best way to describe this, once you turn the power on, I don't think this is required though, but you can turn the power on. Once we go through, or before we go through the next doorway to the right, just look left, you will find two barrels and a dead guy and an AK and a note. But if you carry on this way, you will find your friend again, and then you'll finish the level off. Once you reach him, you will get the achievement as well.
Here, climb in here and rest.
We want out.